Hi ladies and gentlemen, Davies Coloradoreinsman. I am starting this video a little late. Decided to get Beau out. We got some good weather for a few days finally. And Beau is a rescue horse that came to me. I'm training him for a young lady out of Nebraska who is trying to find him a good home. She's had a couple children, so he had some issues that, you know, might have caused some bodily harm apparently. But one of them was if you approached him with a saddle that, you know, he would act up. He might run away or buck or rear or something like that. Well, as you see right now, I've got my saddle on. I've got him just cinched up here, tied to a post. I wanted to see how he was going to do with that, and he's accepted it just fine. But we've already done some groundwork and some round pin with him, you know, over the course of him being here this last month. And you know, we had some bad weather, so we'd get a couple days of work and then it'd be bad for a week. So now we're getting a few days. We used him in my horsemanship clinic last week with some ladies from St. Louis, Missouri. And he's just turning out to be a really nice little horse. So this is the first time I've had a saddle on him, and I'm going to move him around the round pen today and just see how he does with it. I'm going to try to get an idea of how long it's going to be before I get up on him. It could be very shortly. So I've got that just snug enough, and now I'm going to be moving him with the saddle, so we want to make sure that he doesn't break in half like a eggshell. So we're going to go ahead and walk him on out here to the round pen. So moving him doesn't seem to be a problem at all. So I'm very happy so far. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we walked him from the tack room over here to the round pen, and he didn't even twitch. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to come here and just cinch him up a little bit more, another notch or so. Just want this saddle be snug, and then I'll probably have to make another loop on him as I work him. So my goal right now is just to move him around, see how he reacts with this saddle. Good boy. So Mr. Beau didn't know much in the way of groundwork. I'm going to ask him to back up here. Good boy. I'm going to ask him to move that shoulder. Good boy. Pay attention to me, son. Good boy. So I want to see if anything makes him pop. Good boy. I don't know if he's ever had a back cinch on. I don't know if he's ever, you know, been forced to be saddled. I don't know what his deal is. So I just gotta let him tell me what's going on. Good boy. So far, I'm very pleased. In fact, that's good enough. Yeah. Back up. Okay. Doesn't look like a bucking runaway to me so far, which is good. I think this little horse and I have an understanding too. He understands what I want out of him. I speak clearly to him. So back him up. Move him over. He likes to push that shoulder in a little bit much. him in, turn him loose with the saddle. If he starts getting stupid, I don't want him just having his leg in the saddle at first. I want to be able to pull him around, put a little pressure on him, tell him that bucking is not the thing he needs to do. After the canter. Good boy, that was beautiful. Now I'm going to reward him right there on this side. That was a very lovely thing. Good boy. Good shoulder. Good boy. Alright, so I'm going to run in and get my shots out of that
Macro?
Okay. So right now I want to see if I can raise his shoulder. Just get him to move off a little bit of pressure. Good boy. Bring this flag up. Bring it in. Move that shoulder right there. That stick over. Move that shoulder right there. I'm just going to work on lifting the shoulder, changing my stick. Let's push your shoulder this way. Good boy. Good boy. I want to be able to pick up this rope very easily and turn that nose and move that shoulder. If I get on him and he gets silly, I want to be able to bend him around. Good boy. Good boy. Just like this. So this little guy had a reputation for running off with people. Supposedly you could barely even get a saddle on him, but he gave me the opportunity to put a saddle on him with no resistance whatsoever. Yeah, I want to be so light on that lead rope right there. Good boy. Good boy. Just be able to move him back. Over, put his nose to the rail. Just get him leggy. Good boy. It's getting easier. Good boy. Good boy. Everything about this horse is telling me that he wasn't communicated with very well before. And he's starting to show me that with communication, he's willing to do whatever we need to do. I got to cinch him up again, and then I'm going to turn him loose and free round pin him. We'll see what he does when he's free to do what he wants to do with the saddle. So like I tell you on the other videos with him, I let these rescue horses tell me their story. I get one side of the story from the people who are bringing them to me, and you know, all the horror stories about them. Some of it may be true. So then I let the horse tell me what the truth is for him. So far I've seen that he doesn't know a whole lot. His groundwork had no structure to it, if he ever had any. I think they rushed to put a saddle on him and try to ride him, and he didn't have any understanding of what they were going to do up there because they hadn't communicated with him down here. So I'm going to take this halter off, and this will be a good test to see whether he's going to break in half with the saddle or whether he's going to just try to get along. All these little things right here are a pretty good test. I'm going to ask him to move off. Just walk first. Now this week here at Mustang River Ranch, we've got a kids clinic. We're doing these every other week here through the summer. There's a lot of activity going on. It's getting to the end of the camp today, but we've got a lot of folks around, so you know, this little horse has quite a bit of pressure here. So I'm just going to ask him to move around, put a little pressure on him, stand up tall, ask him to canter. How I like that. Just a few good canter strides with no buck, and I'm a thrilled guy. Good boy. See, I am going to do something very quickly, and that is reward him. Reward him. Now, Beau was a stallion for about 10 years. He had some breeding going on. He's had several offspring. He's 14 now, and he still acts a little studdy sometime, but right now you see a horse that's starting to get with the program. I think we're gonna have a nice little horse here for someone to pick up. His owner is trying to find him a good home. She has several people interested, but we want to see where he's at before I let people start coming to look at him. Good boy. I like this little horse. This little horse is telling me all the facts of the matter. Aren't you? You're telling me everything I need to know, young man. Everything I need to know. So for a horse that was supposed to be bucking when you tried to get up on him, we haven't seen that yet, but when you even brought a saddle at him, he'd run away. He hasn't shown that. So he's already showing me he's well on the way to being a good little horse. I'll be right back with you. Stay tuned. Alright, just getting our halter back on Mr. Beau. Now my next test with him, I'm going to drop that down to here. Give me a little bit more leverage. So my next test with Beau is to see if he'll let me get my foot up to the stirrup without acting like a crazy man. And very good. I'm going to walk off. Pretty much he says, "Where are you going, man? Thought we were going to do this." So, anytime anybody's ridden him supposedly in the past, he was supposed to be unpredictable and run off and bolt away. I don't see that unless somebody really did something to him. One of the things I want to do here is I want to flip this lead rope over his head. He doesn't seem too worried about that. Good boy. Now he may be saving his strength for when I get on. I hope not. But we will see. Because I just want to give Beau the benefit of the doubt here and see if he'll let me get on him. I'm going to bend him a little bit. Good boy. Now right there is the first time I've seen his little eye get a little worried. Boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now I'm hoping that Beau and I have a good enough relationship here that he's not going to get too stupid with me. And I'm going to keep it simple, stupid, kiss him. Just going to kiss him and say, hey young man, we're going to have a 5-minute ride and we're going to call that good. Okay, young bud? So now, I want to see if he can just walk off. Step. And I'm going to reward that. I put my leg on him just a little bit. I said, would you move? And he moved. And he says, I can handle that. I'm going to say, can you turn a little bit? Can you turn a little bit? And I'll bump him right here. Good boy. Good boy. Now I don't want to put a lot of pressure on him right now. I just want him to walk and say, buddy, this is the first time in 2 years anybody's even gotten on me. Now that was a nice hoe. Let's back him up. That's a nice back up. Let's turn this way. Let's bump him that way. You're all right, son. Very good. Very good. See, I like this little horse. He's coming along so far. I'll tell you what I feel with it. He is waiting for the shoe to drop. Those for you that know what that means, he's waiting for me to do something real ugly to him. And what he doesn't understand is there is no other shoe. We're just gonna ride. We're gonna enjoy each other's company. I'm gonna ask him to bend that head a little bit. Now wouldn't that silly? Now wouldn't that silly? Wouldn't that silly? You're all right. You're all right. Good boy. So there are horse riders, and there are horse trainers. And then there's stupid people like me who get up on wild horses and bucking crazy horses and do what I do. That's a joke. Now, the idea here is that a horse rider might have just panicked right there when he did his little thing and pulled back on him, got stupid. All I did was redirect the energy. So I'm riding with one rein with this guy. I can redirect that energy. I can say, hey, get off my leg, move your body, and go forward. There's a little bump for both legs. I'm going to change. Pick up this rein. I'm going to do a few turns here. Bumping him with my outside leg a little bit. Bumping. Good boy. I'm going to rub him right there. Bring him in. Rub him. A flip. Whoop. That was a sorry flip. Didn't have enough rope. Bump him this way. Good boy. Now, oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I'm going to ask you to pick it up in here. Good boy. Beautiful. Now just sit and transition him down to a walk and say, good boy. Good boy. Keep him moving a little bit here. This horse hadn't been ridden in 2 years. And apparently he wasn't ridden in 2 years because he's silly. Good boy. Pick it up. See if you can get him a little bit of a canter. Excellent. Give him a hand. Everybody clap. Good boy. Let's move him this way. Good boy. He's doing so good. Just walking. Good boy. Let's get a little pick up here. Little leg off my leg. Just dip his nose. Ooh. Back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Beau, 14-year-old ex-stallion, rescue horse. Was supposed to be a big, bad, scary horse. I listened to that story, and then I let him tell me his. And you know what he tells me? I just want to get along. I want you to communicate properly to me. I want you to point me the way. That's why I say I'm a horse guide more than a horse trainer. I guide these horses in the direction that they need to go to get along with us. And a lot of people want to drag them in a direction. This horse doesn't like to be dragged. he still retains a lot of that stallion characteristics. So I advise everybody out there who watches me, pay attention to what your horse is telling you. If you're running into a brick wall, find a door to go through. So his doorway was going back to 0 like I do all of them. This is nothing new what you guys are seeing today. I go back to 0 on every single horse, do groundwork, round pin, just flexing exercises, just start getting them softened up. Now see, he's still pretty stiff in his neck, and I'm not too worried about that right now. I want him to give a little bit right here. Good boy. Like to get him to give a little bit right here. Right there, good boy. So you're going to see a lot more of Beau here. I've got him at least for another month. I'm hoping a little longer to really get this horse going well, but we'll see. Davies Coloradoreinsman, let me get off. See if that's successful. Mr. Beau, I'm not worthy.
He's like,
Because you darn sure might get there one day. Stay tuned.